Shai, exceptional performance on what could have been a tricky chase. I'm sure you're more than delighted with that result tonight. Not only to win the match, but to win the series in such grand style.
Yeah, for sure. I think that the dominance that we've showed in the series from the first game, I think we did a bit of that in the second game as well. But it's great to see we put in a lot of consistent performances together, and that's what you need from the boys to become an elite team.
260 odd chase is tricky under the circumstances. I mean, we almost played on two different outfields. One when England batted was a standard outfield, and then with the two factor. But I'm sure that's not a consequence of the result, because chasing down 260 for two down is clinical.
Yeah, I really thought that the conditions might have got into our favour in a bit in terms of the batting, especially here with the wetter outfield, balls coming on a lot nicer. But having said that, we still got to put our hands up as a batting group and make sure we make it as clinical as we can. Brandon and Casey, they played really good innings, things that we've been asking for a long time. They're ticking all the boxes. So it's great to see, and as I said, it's a confidence booster for us. So I think that as a batting group, we're going to take this a long way.
And they measure batsmen in centuries, and I'm sure you're happy that backing up on your century in Antigua, 2 centuries here tonight.
Yeah, everyone knows about me in this century conversation, but it's just important that we get big scores as a team, obviously put ourselves in the best positions to win games, and it's great to see that KC got a century and also finished the game for the team as well. So a great positive and great sign for us as batters that we're getting big scores, and it's not only coming from myself, no disrespect to the boys, but it's great to see a lot of other guys putting their hands up, and I think that's going to be a very strong batting lineup going forward.
From 24 for 4, people would say that 260 they got away, but when you had to feel first, would you been happy to chase 260?
Of course, when you're playing in 2024 now, the way how 50 over cricket goes, 300 plus is almost par score in these times. So if you asked to give us 250, 260 before the game started, we were taking that. So credit to the bowlers, obviously put them under pressure at the start. Again, we got to look at the game of cricket. Phil Salt came in, played a really good innings, ushered the guys all the way through, make sure that they gave them some sort of foundation to launch at the back end. And obviously Joff came in, Overton came in and played a decent hand. So it made it a competitive total, and that's what happens when you have a proper team. When you're playing against a high-class team like England, they're always going to put up a fight. And it's great to see that we didn't just throw in the towel this time, and we always fought to the end, and then we did so with the bat, finished the game.
And I mean, when you look at situations in the game, Phil Salt was getting ready to tee off, and it took quite a catch by Brandon, quite an effort to keep West Indies, get him out, keep West Indies on top. So I guess those are these 1%ers that really.
Yeah, for sure. When you're only batting in a team, you got to bring something in the field as well. So Kingy was always an elite fielder. He was always very vibrant in the field. So anytime the ball goes to him, I expect him to catch it. It's great to see the awareness that he showed on the boundary there with Alzari as well. So that would have been a crucial stage in the game as well, because like I said, Phil was starting to throw a bit more. He started to look a lot more ominous. So again, a game changer. So I'm very pleased to see the guys put in those effort moments without bat and ball in the field as well.
I mean, with performances like these and with resources not even playing in the series, do you think it's fair that West Indies is not a champion trophy team? That you're not playing in the Champions Trophy in Pakistan? I mean, well, days like these are days that you probably tell yourself you can win the Champions Trophy.
We put ourselves in this position. We are 10 for a reason. We're not playing, or we have not been playing consistent cricket over a period of time, and the results and the stats show. So it's only us to blame. So we're working towards that 2027 World Cup. We can only control what we can control. Past is the past. So focus on the things that we need to focus on, and the rest will take care of itself.
And next step for you is obviously T20 series. But for someone like Katie Carty, for example, who probably might not play in that series, and one or two bowlers, what was your message to them as they probably go back to Super 50 or get ready for when Bangladesh come in a couple of weeks?
Well, I made a comment a bit earlier, not sure if it was a couple of days ago, and anytime a guy comes back from international level, they need to show why they're playing international cricket, why they're considered an international cricketer. So I expect the guys who are going back home to continue showing that dominance, ensure that they're setting a certain standard that we always ask for as a team, and represent West Indies at that level as well. So ensure that we're doing the right things. We're not going down to a level to slack off. We're keeping the standards high. I'm trying to build our regional system as well.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, Shay, the partnership between Brandon and Casey, just talk to us about that partnership, how good it was watching from the balcony.
It was great to, have my pads on inside for a little bit longer. So it's nice to see the guys got off to a decent start. They showed that they really need to be called and considered world-class players. But we've seen some glimpses with King previous games. We've seen it with Evan. We've seen it with Casey now. So like I said, it's a real confidence booster for those guys. And I think going forward, as a batting group, we're going to take a lot from this series.
And finally, the bowlers, the last game, they were put under pressure at the back end of that game. But the contrast with this game is that early wickets came in this encounter and put the English on the back foot. What were the talks coming into this game? Was it a deliberate act to ensure that you're not catching up at the back end?
Yeah, that's very important. Whenever you're playing against high-class teams, you got to see if you can strike with the new ball as best as you can. You got to utilize that new ball, ensure that we're not leaking runs, we're not giving them a platform. Because whenever you're playing against high-class batters and you allow them to settle, then you expect them to get big scores. So it's great to see we got some early wickets and then put them under pressure in the middle.